Hello everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for being back on my channel. It really is so exciting to be back and to be creating another amazing video that I will share with you. And I hope that that video will also inspire you to, take care of your finances. So if you're new to the show, my name is TK and we talk about money, lifestyle and travel. Now, unfortunately, I really can't still travel. I can't travel at this point in time because our borders are still closed. So what I'm doing is I'm just focusing on staying safe and staying home as best as I can. But today's show is, if you can see in front of me, it's quite a situation. It's a party and I've got my cup of tea ready for us to, because I need to keep warm. It's really cold, quite cold outside. And, we need to have a conversation going. Now, as you can see, I have a new toy. I've got new toys that I received yesterday for me to try out. I'm working on my YouTube channel. So please subscribe and share it with your friends. But two, I'm also looking forward to launching my very first podcast where we're going to be talking again about money and how do we grow our money from descended to maholo. Now, what I've realized as an aspiring content creator, actually, let me correct that. I am not an aspiring content creator. I am a content creator. What I'm realizing every single day is, guys, content creation requires a lot, from a microphone to a laptop, to lights, to cameras, to a phone, it really does cost a lot of money. And I mean, this particular equipment, podcasting and streamlining microphone kit, the person who lent it to me rather, for me to test it out and try it out, really spent about 800 Rand and they got it from Cash Crusaders. But beyond that, there's a light, there's a ring light, there's sound, there's a whole lot that goes into that. And what I'm realizing is, as content creators, we really invest a lot of our money. But is our money protected? No, in fact, let me correct that. Is our valuable assets protected? And what happens should anyone, break in and take all of that equipment? What happens? This is a conversation for this particular video. So be back in a minute and let's talk about what we need to do and what we need to consider in order to protect our valuable assets. Yes, we are talking house contents insurance and why and how we can get it and why it's important and beneficial. So stay tuned for this conversation. So house content insurance. Now, a lot of people always be like, there we go again with the jargon. There we go again with you guys asking for more money. And no, guys, no. So imagine a situation where I think when I bought this MacBook, I spent about 18,000 on it, if I can remember correctly. I'll have to go look at the invoice. Now, imagine somebody walks into my house and breaks into my house and they steal my MacBook. So that means that I've spent about, let's say, between 15 and 18,000 Rand or Malut in this particular case to buy this MacBook. Now, somebody comes in and they snatch it and it's gone. Not only is the actual gadget gone, but the information, the content on it as well. Now, that certainly means that I'm going to take a couple of steps back in terms of my personal finances, because I spent the 18,000 Rand to buy the MacBook to create content and to use it for my side hustles. Now, suddenly I am 18,000 Rand worse off. Not only worse off, but also the content that's available on this. That's if you have not backed it up on the cloud, So the whole reason people need house contents insurance. And today I'm going to do one video focusing purely on content creators and their valuable assets. And then I'll do a second video where we talk about the ordinary person and why they also need house contents insurance. So now imagine you spend 18,000 on a MacBook, you spend another 1,000 Rand on this kit, and then you buy the lights and you buy the light bulbs, which are very expensive as well. And then you buy cameras ranging from about 10 to 15,000. The lens that comes with the camera between. So we spend a lot of money as content creators. And there is actually, what a lot of people actually don't know is there is actually an insurance product available, readily available to help us protect ourselves should somebody, should there be a burglary in our house, should our geyser burst, yes, should our geyser burst and actually destroy our valuable possessions such as our gadgets, and should there be a fire or theft like I mentioned. So the house contents insurance is an insurance policy that seeks to protect you and your valuable assets against those things that I mentioned. Now, how does one actually go about doing that? So what I did is after I bought my MacBook, you obviously buy a MacBook and it comes, or whatever you're buying, and it comes with an invoice, and that invoice normally has a serial number and it has the value or the cost inclusive of VAT or value added tax that you spend on that particular item that you are purchasing. So what you can actually do, guys, is you take that invoice and you call an insurance broker. And why are you calling an insurance broker? Is because we are looking for a quotation, an insurance quotation. Now, it's always so advisable to compare the quotes amongst different insurance companies because you want the best deal. And the one thing that's also very, very, very important, guys, is we need to read the terms and conditions that come with that particular cover. Many of us do not read the terms and conditions, so make sure that you read and understand the terms and conditions because it will help you in the event where you need to claim. Now that you've compared the rates and the cost of the premium, it means that now the next step is for you to actually get your house contents or your value possessions insured and covered. Now, what you do is you will obviously, if I seek to insure or cover my MacBook, I will give them the invoice to show the serial number and to show the value of the asset, or in this particular case, I'll call it an asset that I'm trying to cover. And then once that's done, you will get a policy cover, so they will cover your policy. The insurance company will follow Oh, I'm losing my train of thought. It's a Sunday, guys, so forgive me that. But you will basically get the quotation and then actually cover your valuable asset. And then obviously you will pay a monthly premium. So the importance of you getting that quotation is to see if you can actually afford the minimum monthly premium or annual premium that you have to pay. Now, why is paying premiums very important for me is 18,000 Rand. You normally find that your premium, depending on where you source your quotation from, you will probably pay whatever, it'll depend on the quotation. But the value of the premium versus the actual cost or the cover amount is really quite significant, So you might find that people will be like, insurance is expensive. But when you look at the value of how much you are paying on a monthly basis versus the actual cost of the thing that you're saying, you'll find that the premiums are actually very affordable and very, very low, as compared to the 18,000 Rand that you will be worse off, or 18,000 Maduti, you'll be worse off should anybody steal your laptop or your camera or your lighting. Yeah. So what I normally do is I've got my gadgets insured with Alliance Insurance. So I'll also obviously share the details in the description box below and the numbers and the website. And for me, I have been extremely happy with Alliance Insurance. And not only have I covered my house contents and my valuable possessions, I've also covered my car, I've also covered my house, I've also covered my I've got a few funeral policies for my siblings as well. So I really honestly have peace of mind knowing that should anything go wrong with my MacBook or any other valuable possessions, I am secured. And if anything goes wrong, obviously I can have peace of mind knowing that I can claim and get back to where I was prior to that unfortunate event. So for me as content creators, for me and the rest of the content creators, guys, we are sitting with valuable, high value items, cameras, studio lights, microphone kits, podcasting, laptops. Yo, we spend a lot of money on those things. And it is so scary how many of us have all those valuable assets, but that are not insured. So if you are the content creator, photographers, videographers, bloggers, YouTubers like myself, sitting there and your equipment is not insured, please make sure that you have it covered, because we really spend a lot of money. And why it's important for me is you do not want to save up, invest in that equipment and try to grow your business only for somebody to come in, snatch it and leave you financially worse off. I always call them financial hangovers. So let's do everything in our power to make sure that we are covered. And I would recommend that you check out Alliance, their website. I'll provide their details below, who you can call, who you can speak to, or any other accredited and licensed insurance broker across the country. And they will make sure they will give you a favorable and competitive quotation. Read the terms and conditions and make sure we protect our valuable assets, because we do not want that ish moment. Yeah, we don't want that ish moment. So avoid that, and until the next video where I'll be talking about a similar topic and sharing a story, a very recent story about a friend of mine who lost everything because she did not have house contact insurance. Make sure that you are covered and avoid that ish moment, because we all know life happens, and when it happens and you're not covered or protected, you are going to experience a lot of loss. Until the next video, guys, please share this with somebody who needs to hear this message. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. And of course, I'm going to ask you to click on the subscribe button. We've moved beyond the 250 mark. We are going towards 300 subscribers. And this is the road to 1,000 subs. So please keep subscribing, share it with people who want to do it, who want to learn from this channel. But most importantly, let's keep having fun. Let's keep enjoying our money, protecting and taking care of our money, but also staying safe, because it is really scary out there. Until the next video, guys, love, peace, and money.